The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Check it out.
Welcome to RezX, an Indigenous lifestyle show for everyone. I'm your co-host, Tyler Tootoosis. Brad Bellegarde is away today, so I'll be riding solo. But fear not, my friends, we have a great show today. On the program, we have special guest, Bill Stevenson, who's a photographer who has captured moments in time. So you want to stick around for that. But first, our very own Brad Bellegarde recently attended the Regina Pats game to take in the experience of a WHL hockey game. And it looks like he had a great time. Let's check it out.
RezX TV. I'm one of your hosts, Brad Bellegarde. We have an awesome episode here for you today. We're at a Regina Pats game here in Regina, Saskatchewan. We're going to go around, find out what the Regina Pats experience is like. I brought out the jersey, dusted it off. Now I'm going to walk around. We're going to talk to some fans, find out what they love, and best of all, show all of you on AccessNOW exactly how RezX enjoys the Regina Pats game. Let's go for a walk. So, how many years have you been coming to Pats games?
Since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Since I was a little kid, man. Me and my dad, my brother, that was our jam, man, Pats games.
That's very cool because, so you're from Regina, come to Pats games, that's our team. In your opinion, who was your favorite Pats player of all time from when you were a kid? I'll tell you mine. Mike Sillinger was my number one.
Mike Sillinger is good. I was Travis Churchman. He was a big old goon back in the day. He fought a lot. Loved him.
He likes the fights. I like the fights. Now, coming to Pats games as a family thing. Okay, what would you say was your most memorable hockey game ever? Mine was when the Toronto Blue Jays won the World Series for the first time, and we were here at the Pats game, they had it on the big screen, and nobody watched the game, we were all watching. So a line brawl broke out against Lethbridge Hurricanes. I'll always remember that. They just all started fighting goalies and everything. That's my memory when I think of a Pats game. What about yours? You probably have something good.
Before they were hosting the Memorial Cup, but back they had like Josh Holden and all those guys. Brad Stewart, like it was, just all those games were pretty cool. Like they were a lot of good hockey players came out of the Pats. So
you said it right there. He said it. Regina Pats. If you don't know, Brad Stewart, he mentioned, went to Detroit Red Wings. Mike Sillinger, Red Wings. We actually had a lot of players go to Detroit Red Wings for some reason. You know, but thanks a lot. Pound it out. We're here. We're actually in the underground of the Brad Center at the Pats game. Just randomly started talking to them. Now let me just I'll ask Oliver first because he's wearing a very nice jersey. Not his favorite team though. Do you come to a lot of Pats games?
Yeah.
What about you, Bodie? What's your favorite thing about coming to a Regina Pats game?
The fights.
You see that? We're backstage right now. They're scoring. If we stay back here, they're going to keep scoring. Dave, let me ask you this: being a father of a young, do you play hockey?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, be a father and bring them into a hockey game. What does it mean to you to bring your kid and his friend to a Pats game?
Yeah, Brad, I think it's community, right? It's so fun to feel the energy and see people around. I think a Pats game is one of those things where it's community building. It's a social gathering place, right? We can come, we can cheer together, all age. You see grandpas, you see elders, you see sort of kids, and it's just good energy and, kind of springs in the air. It's a great vibe. So we come for the energy, we come for the community building.
Perfect. That's a great example. Now, if you were to tell somebody that just came here, like a newcomer to Canada, or somebody moved just to the city, how would you pitch the reason why they should go to a Regina Pats game?
Mini donuts, popcorn, ice, energy, maybe a Saskatchewan brewed cold beer, something like that. But no, it's a good time. It's affordable. It's fun.
Yeah. And just to echo what Bodie, is it Bodie or Brody? Bodie said, might check out a fight or two. RezX, AccessNOW. Thanks a lot. Let's pound it, guys.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Oliver. Thanks, Bodie. First question. Do you come to a lot of Pats games?
This is my first one of the year. I haven't been able to get out because of my hockey, but I love them.
That's awesome. Who's your favorite player right now?
Gotta be Connor Bedard or Tanner Howe.
Awesome. So how many years have you been coming to Pats games?
Ever since I was probably around 6 years old, yeah.
Did you ever play on the ice?
I did, yeah. Back in 3, 4, 5. It's way back, but
The Timbits. Cool. Okay, next question. Out of all the games you've ever been to, what's your most memorable time here in the Brown Center?
that's a tough one. But I remember there was one game where the Pats came back and won it on overtime. That one's kind of sticking with me a little bit. Can't remember all of it, but it's fun.
Oh, yeah, those are the best experiences. So, next question is, do you eat food here at the Pats game?
Lots. Mini donuts are my favorite.
Cool. Is there anything you want to say to all the viewers out there about why they should come to a Pats game? Let them know right now. Why is it fun at the Pats game?
Pats games are lots of fun. Come with friends, and also eat a lot of mini donuts and come to the Pats game. Go Pats, go!
There you have it. Jet Donna said, thanks a lot, man. Pound it. RezX TV. We'll be back.
Yeah, come on.
Back for Evans with a crowd in front for Bedard. Wade shoots and he scores! Connor Bedard starts another point scoring streak.
Coming up next on RezX, we have our guest of honor to talk about photography and to share some of his greatest moments in time he has captured. Bill Stevenson, come on down. Welcome back, everybody, to RezX. This week's guest of honor is Bill Stevenson, who is a friend of the show, and we are pleased to have welcome back Bill. How have you been doing?
I've been doing quite well. Lots of things have changed in my life, and it's just been fantastic. I have twins now.
Get out of here. Are you serious? Twins?
Out of the blue, we had twins, and they're 6 months now, and it's just wonderful. Little boy, little girl. It's just, I love it. I love being a father.
Oh my God, man. So do you have to get like the double stroller and the double Bjorn, right?
Oh, everything's double now. The food's double, the stroller is double, the car rides are double, everything. It's amazing.
Man. Oh, so they're identical?
No, they're fraternal, so one's a boy, one's a girl, and yeah, it's...
Do you think they'll grow up to have superpowers?
Absolutely.
I knew it, man. For real. It's like those cartoon Wonder Twins.
Yeah, they're going to be just like their dads. So.
Yeah, but strictly magical. So what else, man? What else? We haven't seen you in a while. Here's probably been months. I know you got 2 new kids. That's amazing. You've been working a lot, taking pictures and traveling throughout the land, capturing moments that only you can see. Through the lens, right?
Yes.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yes, okay. That's exactly what I've been going to say, Mr. Mind Reader here.
Jedi. But we should actually let's look at these pics. I mean, do you have a photo album or something, or a scrapbook, or it's It's all technical now, right?
It's all technical now. We just have to rub our hands and point.
Oh, really? Is that?
It's coming. There we go.
That's cool. Is that ever cool? That's beautiful. Where is that?
This is in Kananaskis, Alberta. I was traveling through after I was at the Banff Centre for a while, a couple of years ago now, and the imagery, the mountains was just beautiful. I loved the clouds, and it was just a beautiful time of year to catch some fantastic, majestic images of the mountains. And so this is one of the passes that goes through there, and lots of grizzly bears around there. And yeah.
Holy hell. All right, that's beautiful, man. Yep. Oh, what do we got here?
So here we have some traditional medicines. You know, we have the sage, we have the sweetgrass, we have tobacco, and we have cedar along with the feather. And what we do with this stuff is that we will smudge with it. So we'll burn it and we'll waft it over ourselves in our prayers, and the prayers get taken up to the Creator that way. You'll see that in the next picture here.
Really sharp, beautiful.
Right there. So the sage is burning. That's a bundle of sage. You know, it's in a shell. And when we do that, we're inviting the grandfathers to help us with our prayers and take them up to the Creator for us and be with us. And so it's that connection to the spiritual realm. Now this is Robert McNabb.
Yeah.
And I took this downtown Regina. We took some pictures on a very windy day. And he's just a phenomenal traditional dancer here. And he agreed to come down and do some pictures. And that's one of the great photos I got that day. So, yeah.
Wow. That looks awesome. Is that paint?
That is body paint put on by Jada Delorme. She's a wonderful body paint artist. And we did this shot with Kayla Bree. And it was... I think it was for her portfolio, but I think we ended up using it in a publication. So it's just a phenomenal shot of her, and she's holding some medicine there, and she's pregnant, and it's just it was a wonderful learning opportunity for me with lighting as well. So.
It looks really like it could be like a spandex type Under Armour shirt. It looks so. Wow, that's really cool.
It's right on there. She spent hours doing that, and it was just a great experience.
Oh God, that's beautiful. Where's
Northern Lights. This is actually on the Tootoosis land north of Regina, so it's not too far from us. The Northern Lights were just dancing that night. I was fortunate enough to get out there. They had a light on that illuminated the teepee, which brought that, just popped it right out, and you know, it's beautiful. I just love that shot.
That's nice.
This is in the Prince Edward Hotel in Waterton National Park, BC. And so when I took this photo, the image on the outside of the glass wasn't there, but through the magic of modern technology, I was able to pull all that information out and create this image. And I think this is just a wonderful image now of their park.
It's beautiful,
and the view.
man. It looks so relaxing there.
It was. Okay, this is Morningstar Muskwa, and we used her for a photo shoot one night because the night was coming on and the clouds were just beautiful, and I knew when the sun went down that it would be a wonderful opportunity for pictures. And so we got her out there in her regalia, and here she is praying. You can see the sweetgrass and the smudge bowl in front of her, and it's a very peaceful, wonderful image. Again, this is just outside of Lake Louise. So when you're in the parking lot there, you'll see this mountain, and I just thought that with the morning light and the way the trees were jutting up and the angle of the mountain, that it was a good image. So I snapped that, and yeah, it's I don't know which mountain that is, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I stopped on my way to Jasper. I was in Banff, traveling to Jasper, and I stopped along the highway when I seen this, and I set up my tripod, and I just waited. I waited for the clouds to come through and just give it a flavor that I like. The shadow, the way it's being held up, I just love this one.
If you look at it, like that part there in the space where it kind of goes down, it kind of looks like there's a face on the top there. You ever see those cool pictures that look something like this, and there's different horses in the background, and the horses are hidden in there? That looks cool. It looks something like that.
Yeah, it totally does, and I think that there's messaging in all the images.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Again, like the last trip I took was to Banff, and so that took a lot of my my focus. And this one here, you're leaving Banff, you're going back to Canmore, and I wanted to get the Three Sisters, but every time I drove past the Three Sisters, the clouds were covering them and I couldn't see them, so I ended up with the Three Cousins.
The Three Cousins, I like that.
Oh, and this is Dreams. I did a water shoot with Tashina. And we bought some flowers, we got some milk. The dress was beautiful. It was a cold day, I remember that, but I told her that once you're in the water, the water temperature won't change, and you'll be used to it, like you're in a pool, you know?
Yeah.
And so we worked for about an hour to get different images, and this is one of my favorite shots, and it's just, I think it's a wonderful shot.
It does. It looks like a cover for a musical album or something, you know that?
Yes.
Very nostalgic.
Yes.
I like that.
So this is Banff again. I climbed to the top of Sulphur Mountain here.
You're a mountain climber?
Yeah. As long as there's stairs, I do quite well.
You imagine you walking up a mountain with a horse packed and coming up there like Warren Valdez?
No, there was a gondola up to the center there. I had a coffee and I waited, and it was all foggy for a while, so you couldn't see anything. But then once the fog cleared, I got my camera pack going, went down the little pathway they had. It's all wooded and stairs, and there's lots of stairs, and away I went. And I got here and I thought, well, I need to take a picture of that. And that's Banff, and it's a beautiful image.
Oh, is that a red panda?
That's a red panda. That is Master Shifu.
Oh.
Yeah, and he is up in a tree, obviously. This is at
your backyard.
Yeah, sure. You know. This is at the Edmonton Zoo, so he's actually right above me. You know, so I know it looks like he's that way, but he's right above me. And yeah, he's lording over me like that.
You know what this picture reminds me of? That color when all the kids on the reserve at the school started dyeing their hair, trying to go blonde, and instead that orange color. That's what they all look like. They all look like red pandas.
It's a beautiful image, I think. And this one, Mosaic Stadium here in Regina, had their lights lit up in September for Orange Shirt Day, and to honor and remember all the graves that are being found. There's almost 2,000 now, and we're not even a tenth of the way done through all the schools in Canada. And so it's a very It's a very moving time, and it hits home. I remember they went through Cowsis, and they found, I think it was about 170. And so it's a time of reflection. When I seen this, I knew I had to get an image of it, and I'm glad.
So the whole thing was orange?
The whole thing was orange. They had their orange lights up, and the sky was a beautiful blue, and I thought that's something I need to capture.
That's cool, man. Yeah. That is wicked cool. I like that. I like it how in your pictures they're really sharp, really sharp. Like, what do you have? Like, really ultimate deadly lens? Like, do you call it? Let me pull out the eagle eye lens. You know.
I have a variety of lenses that I like to use, and for some of them, especially for some of the mountain images and the landscape images, what it is I'll take one image of the foreground, an image of the midground, and an image of the background, and later in post, to get it as sharp as they look, I'll bring them together. And so instead of one image where the foreground is out of focus and the background is out of focus, I'll bring them all together and everything will be in focus.
Oh.
Yeah, and so that's a bit of magic there happening.
Man, you are magical. I feel like I got to give you tobacco for telling me that right now.
Tim Hortons coffee is also acceptable.
Well, Bill, I'd like to thank you for being our guest of honor. I'm so honored to see you again, my God, and I'm so glad that you named both your kids after me. And you know what? Let's just do it. And that's the way the bandit crumbles. He's saying that, but you know, in his heart, he does want to name the babies after me. Thank you, Bill, for being our guest and coming on. You know, there's a lot of things that we could talk about. So what's something that's been on your mind lately, you know?
You know, we have a fashion show coming up.
I love fashion.
Fashion is wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, just the other day I was at the Hotel Saskatchewan doing a fashion photo shoot with a bunch of designers and models and whatnot. And I was reminded that on June 26th at the Connexus Arts Center from 12 o'clock till 8 o'clock, there's a trade show.
Yeah.
And then from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, there's a fashion show. I believe that it is Jordan who is confirmed to be the entertainment that day. So there's a lot happening. It's going to be a happening place.
Man, but I have one very important question. I might just come down for this. Will there be snacks?
There are going to be snacks, indigenous snacks, I'm sure.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah,
You know what I've been craving is some dry meat late now. There's nothing like fashion and dry meat. Oh, I think they should
fashionable dry meat.
Right? You know, you can make a dry meat outfit just like that 1 year Lady Gaga covered herself in meat for those awards.
Yeah, I remember that. That's a thing in my head now, and I don't like it.
After I seen that, I often thought about becoming a vegetarian. Yeah, so you got a fashion show coming up. What else? What else is going on, man?
In conjunction with that, there's going to be a magazine, oh my God, Indigenista
Indigenista?
magazine.
That sounds really cool. It's like an Indigeninja almost, okay?
Almost.
Oh, that
almost.
sounds cool. I'm
That
gonna write
does.
that one, Indigeninja. Okay, I gotta say that one
Indigeninja.
because I might even get that on the license plate too. Yeah, I think my cousin Disa, who also works in fashion, is gonna be attending a fashion show too at Dakota Dunes. That's why I said at the Dakota Dunes they're gonna be having one because I wanted to talk to her about making some shirts, but she has so many orders. These ladies. These indigenous fashion designers and the products they make, they're just amazing. And the time they put in, oh my God, right? Sewing machines, needles, beadwork.
And it's a great time for fashion designers, indigenous fashion designers. You know, there's opportunities to go modeling in New York and Paris and
Get out of here for real.
Toronto and Vancouver.
So we could do it too?
Yes, absolutely.
I know, okay, because my mom, she often said that I have a face for radio, but I was like, no, I belong on the walkway, Mom. This is where I need to be. Right, R2? Just kidding. See, even Star-Lord thinks so. Yeah, I like the idea of fashion. You know, actually, it makes me think about this young lady. She's a police officer's wife in Cut Knife, and she designed some ribbon skirts, but she puts a real unique twist the way she designs it, eh? Kind of wraps around and ties it, kind of like I don't know how to explain it, but it's on Facebook. If anybody wanted to look for it, I'm sure you could ask me, you know, inbox me right now and I'll let you know who this lady is, because her ribbon skirts are out of this world. It's like, you know, I watch a lot of Star Trek and then the future fashion. I think I think Starfleet would buy these kind of dresses and make them Starfleet female officers wear these cool ribbon skirts, you know? Okay. And then when you pull it over to the side, there's like a design inside. It's kind of like, you know, those clothes you can flip inside out and it's a different thing you can wear. Something like that, yeah.
You know what I wish they'd work on?
Good.
Remember those change in color shirts?
Yes.
You get hot, you start to sweat, they change color.
Right.
We need ribbon skirts like that.
Oh, you're on something there. That's actually a really neat idea.
Ribbon shirts like that.
We're not just fashionable men, we're entrepreneurs, and we're going to give that idea to the people. Good job, Bill.
Amen.
That's right. And we don't even need anything else in back because we're giving people. Yep. All right. So what else can we cover here, Bill?
So I guess this is short one of the details of the Connexus Arts Show on the 26th of June, 12 till 8. There's a trade show, so there'll be all the designers there, all the snacks will be there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And then multiple designers for the fashion show that night, 6 to 11. I believe there's a cost to it, and part of it is that the models will be competing for an opportunity to go to New York. So it's the next Fashion Native who will be chosen there, and I believe there's going to be 2 chosen, so that's something to watch for. You can find all these details on Facebook.
Or contact
Fashion
Bill.
Native.
Yep.
Yeah, Fashion Native. Look on Facebook and you'll find the event page.
Well, heck, man. And let's thank Bill once again for sharing that information because it's going to be hype, fashion, snacks, and entertainment. Once again, I'd like to thank this fine young gentleman here for coming and gracing us with his pleasure. And Bill,
Amen.
may you live long and prosper, my brother, Semak. And that's the end of this show, guys. And you all have a good day, you know, and that's the way the bannock crumbles, especially if you leave it out all night and don't cover it, you know, because it's a little bit crusty. But then you just dip it in your tea and it's good to go. But anyways, you all take care and have fun out there.
Cold flows and old souls with gold pros. Old foes who sold shows and hit lows. I got it all under my belt. No need to wonder why my microphone melt. It gets held in a manner like people climbing the ladder. The brains are going bananas from making their pockets fatter. I'll shatter the perfect image of rappers looking like gimmicks. Your ears are a perfect witness to witness. There ain't no limit. Holler if you hear me. Words are the bullets, my tongue is the trigger, so feel me. Yeah, and my clip is the sentence. I'm a menace to paragraphs when my audio enters the entrance. And it's just the beginning. I've been building my